3 Kings, 1 Kings, chapter 6. And it came to pass in the 480th year after the children of Israel came out of the land of Egypt, in the 4th year of the reign of Solomon over Israel, in the month Zeo, the same is the 2nd month, he began to build a house to the Lord. And the house which King Solomon built to the Lord was 80 cubits in length, and 20 cubits in breadth, and 30 cubits in height. And there was a porch before the temple, of 20 cubits in length, according to the measure of the breadth of the temple, and it was 10 cubits in breadth, before the face of the temple. And he made in the temple oblique windows. And upon the wall of the temple he built floors round about, in the walls of the house round about the temple and the oracle, and he made chambers in the sides round about. And the house, when it was in building, was built of stones, hewed and made ready, so that there was neither hammer nor axe nor any tool of iron heard in the house when it was in building. The door, for the middle side, was on the right hand of the house, and by winding stairs they went up to the middle room, and from the middle to the third. So he built the house and finished it, and he covered the house with roofs of cedar. And he built a floor over all the house, 5 cubits in height, and he covered the house with timber of cedar. And the word of the Lord came to Solomon, As for this house which thou art building, if thou wilt walk in my statutes, and execute my judgments, and keep all my commandments, walking in them, I will fulfill my word to thee, which I spoke to David thy father. And I will dwell in the midst of the children of Israel, and I will not forsake my people Israel. So Solomon built the house and finished it. And he built up 20 cubits with boards of cedar at the hinder part of the temple, from the floor to the top, and made the inner house of the oracle to be the Holy of Holies. And the temple itself, before the doors of the oracle, was 40 cubits long. And all the house was covered within with cedar, having the turnings and the joints thereof artfully wrought, and carvings projecting out. All was covered with boards of cedar, and no stone could be seen in the wall at all. And he made the oracle in the midst of the house in the inner part, to set there the ark of the covenant of the Lord. Now the oracle was 20 cubits in length, and 20 cubits in breadth, and 20 cubits in height. And he covered it, and overlaid it with most pure gold. And the altar also he covered with cedar. And the house before the oracle he overlaid with most pure gold, and fastened on the plates with nails of gold. And there was nothing in the temple that was not covered with gold. The whole altar of the oracle he covered also with gold. And he made in the oracle 2 cherubims of olive tree, of 10 cubits in height. One wing of the cherub was 5 cubits, and the other wing of the cherub was 5 cubits. That is, in all 10 cubits, from the extremity of one wing to the extremity of the other wing. The second cherub also was 10 cubits, and the measure and the work was the same in both the cherubims. That is to say, one cherub was 10 cubits high, and in like manner the other cherub. And he set the cherubims in the midst of the inner temple, and the cherubims stretched forth their wings, and the wing of the one touched one wall, and the wing of the other cherub touched the other wall, and the other wings in the midst of the temple touched one another. And he overlaid the cherubims with gold. And all the walls of the temple round about he carved with divers figures and carvings, and he made in them cherubims and palm trees, and divers representations, as it were, standing out and coming forth from the wall. And the floor of the house he also overlaid with gold within and without. And in the entrance of the oracle he made little doors of olive tree, and posts of 5 corners, and 2 doors of olive tree, and he carved upon them figures of cherubims and figures of palm trees, and carvings very much projecting, and he overlaid them with gold, and he covered both the cherubims and the palm trees and the other things with gold. And he made in the entrance of the temple posts of olive tree 4 square, and 2 doors of fir tree, 1 of each side, and each door was double, and so opened with folding leaves. And he carved cherubims and palm trees, and carved work standing very much out, and he overlaid all with golden plates in square work by rule. And he built the inner court with 3 rows of polished stones, and 1 row of beams of cedar. In the 4th year was the house of the Lord founded, in the month Ziv. And in the 11th year, in the month Bul, which is the 8th month, the house was finished in all the works thereof, and in all the appurtenances thereof, and he was 7 years in building it. From PrayLamp, peace be with you.